Yeah, we weathered the storm. We're over here in Clearwater, Pinellas County, and a big storm cell goes over. Lots of lightning, and of course we can't put our that big antenna on the top of our live truck up in the lightning. So through wind nor sleet nor dead of night, oh, lightning, no, we're out. No lightning. But we're back. We're back with you. And I think the lightning's over there on your side of the bay at the moment. So be careful, everyone. Sit back, relax. I'm going to tell you a little story. I want you to meet Ann. Ann is the owner of New Dawn Animal Behavior Center, training puppies and dogs, the young, the old, the infirmed, manners with a concentration in nose work. You're a bit of a canine nose work expert.
Absolutely. We offer canine nose work here. There's only 3 certified instructors in Florida. I'm the only one in Pinellas County. Canine nose work is a new sport out of California. 3 trainers started it there from the detection world. So they took all that fun stuff that you do with detection dogs, bombs, drugs, all that good stuff, but made it fun for us to play with our dogs.
Well, that's interesting. All right, so we're going to see how she does that a little bit later. Well, we've got an example of some of your clients here behind us right now, and this kind of is this how you would start like a manners class? Would this be what we're seeing an example of here?
Right, like a basic manners class or an advanced manners class. They probably would be, you know, spread out all over the room, but everybody's working close together to show off their skills a little bit.
This?
Oh, years ago, over 10 years ago, I went to train a dog I had, and I went to a training place that used really traditional methods, choke chains, and just things that didn't really make sense to me. So I left training for about 3 years and just tried to figure out something else, and read a fabulous book by Pat Miller, The Power of Positive, found positive reinforcement training, and thought, that's it. That makes so much sense. Clickers and treats and scientific-based positive reinforcement training. Just made so much sense to me, and that's when I got into it.
Fantastic. All right, well, when we come back in the next hour, we're going to see Ann's techniques in action, basic manners. We're going to talk about training dogs to be used to help people, maybe the elderly, maybe in hospital facilities, and as well as the nose work. We'll get the nose work action as well. We've got our nose, eyes, and ears all pointed skyward this morning. We'll leave you now with a look at our Sky Tower high-definition weather radar. You see the rough stuff heading your way over into Hillsborough County. Be safe this morning, everybody. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charley Belcher, coming to you from Clearwater this morning. We're at New Dawn Animal Behavior Center. It's Ann's place here, and I feel like we should have Patricia Rossi on speed dial. She is, of course, our manners expert when it comes to human interaction. Maybe Ann is our manners expert when it comes to the canine interaction. So if I've got a dog at home, and I want to train them. Now, you don't use the O word really here, obedience. You call it manners. What is the distinction in your head between the two?
I think manners describes more what we do here. Positive reinforcement, science-based training, kind of teaching them how to be well-mannered members of our family and the community, versus obedience and commands and force-based training.
You know, it's funny, even when I was doing that little teaser with Daisy, and I was playing, I go, all right, sit, sit. I'm like, oh, I found myself suddenly like yelling at the dog and thinking, wow, no wonder she like wanted to get away from me, because I'm like yelling at her instead of asking her nicely. Is that something that you would, I would assume half of the class is teaching the human what to do as it is teaching the canine what to do.
Right, it's a huge part is teaching the human what to do. The dogs really figure it out with no problem. Exactly, so you don't have to give it, you don't have to shout, it doesn't have to be a command. We do a lot of actual hand signals, because dogs are way more visual than they are verbal. A lot of times they really aren't worried about what we're saying, but they certainly follow all sorts of hand signals.
Excellent. And you start them at all ages. We got a little pup over there, a gorgeous golden retriever over there.
Absolutely. Gorgeous golden retriever puppy from Rescue, Golden Retriever Rescue of Mid-Florida. So Haley's only, how old? 8 months? Almost 10 months. Almost 10 months old.
And then how would you start with, is Haley just the beginning of her training?
Haley's finished her puppy class.
And she finished her puppy class. So give me an example. Like, how we
would start as a puppy, we would start by really luring it. I wouldn't run up and say sit, because I don't really expect her to know. I would just take the cookie up, boom. As soon as the butt goes down, yay! Same thing with down. I would kind of lure her into the position, and boom, get a cookie. Then lure her back into this, lure her into this. We could do some puppy push-ups. Awesome! Good.
Oh, that's interesting. And just by the motions and then the positive reinforcement, she knows, hey, when I sit, she's happy with me.
Absolutely. And then eventually we could quickly move to, sorry, I'm just moving around. Haley, we could move to just a hand signal, even though the cookie's not there, and then still reward.
Oh,
this is maybe.
Very nice. And you know, I'm impressed, because that is a young golden retriever, and they're like trying to teach a rowdy 7-year-old how to do something. Very nice.
Yay, good girl.
Now, and then moving into the older dog, or not that old, but our little dog over here, how old is Okay, so, and then again, anybody can bring any breed in and you'll help them start to do...
Actually, yeah, any breed, any age. Adopting an adult dog from adopting a puppy, absolutely.
All right, describe the party trick. Let's do that. You want to do the party trick? We got about 30 seconds left.
Absolutely. Remy has a great party trick where he uses his extraordinary sense of smell. So she's going to have a cookie under one of the cups.
Okay.
And Remy's going to tell her which one. A little bit of a shell game.
All right, I found it. I'm going to try to keep my eye on it. Oh, well, I don't know if Remy's not paying attention. This is always the best.
Remy says, wait, I'm on camera.
Yeah.
And of course, Remy did this perfectly the other night, but now suddenly...
Hey, Remy, I think
stage fright.
Dude, I think it's under that one.
Dude.
Remy, just trust me. Go with that one. Hey, did it! Remy! All right, well, that's why you go to class. That's why you go to class. All right, when we come back, you can also help train dogs to become helpful and therapeutic.
Absolutely.
In hospice.
Pet therapy programs,
right.
Reading with Rover. There's all sorts of great programs that your dog can
We're going to show you
in.
how they do that and how you can get involved. You'll help people become volunteers to do just that. If you want to do something meaningful with your pet, we'll show you how they do that in the next half hour.
That was really cute. I'm glad you helped her.
Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charley Belcher. We're in Clearwater this morning. We're at New Dawn Animal Behavior Center, Ann's Place, teaching dogs manners, teaching them nose work, which we're going to talk about in the next half hour. And also, I find this fascinating. If you're home with your pet, you've got some spare time, you want to volunteer, you can do volunteer work with your pet in several different places.
Absolutely. A lot of different places have programs. Zoe does the Hospice Pet Partners program. Joe visits nursing homes, assisted living facilities. These guys back here, Honey and Haley, are training to become therapy dogs, and they have children read to them. It's usually the programs they...
Well, let's talk about Zoe here. Zoe, affectionately known as Tripod. She's only got 3 legs, but you would never notice it. Or never, well, you notice it, obviously, but you would never know it by seeing her run around here. She's one of the most active ones here. And so what does it mean to be trained to work at a hospice facility?
It means
what does she have to know how to do, or the owner?
Zoe took the Advanced Good Manners class, and that's the... Zoe wants to see Mom. Zozo! Come see Mom. Zozo took the Advanced Good Manners class, which gets you ready for the Canine Good Citizen test. And that's just a 10-step test that shows your dog is a well-mannered member of the community. That they can sit on cue and stay, different people can touch them and handle them. Noises don't bother them, loud noises, sudden noises, startle. Umbrellas can open, machines can roll by, walkers can happen, and it's no big deal.
I would think, too, that Zoe, by missing a limb, might be relatable to kids going through tough times, maybe in hospitals, and adults too, I guess, sometimes. When you see, I feel like a dog jumping around like nothing's wrong, it kind of motivates you a little bit.
Exactly, and it doesn't seem to bother her at all. She's like, hey, this is just how it is now. This is my reality, and this is how I roll with it.
And then Joe over there, a sweet, white-faced Joe. I mean, you could see him laying right there, just face toward... wanting some love from somebody. That probably what makes him a good dog to go visit.
Exactly. Even just people petting him, all the studies show that it reduces our blood pressure and all these great things that happen to us just when we pet a dog or have a dog close to us. And so Joe's very sweet and mellow and friendly, and nice social attraction is what we look for. A dog that loves people.
The two and golden retrievers are known for that. But the 2 young ones over here, to be able to teach them to be reader dogs. Yeah. All right, how do you teach a dog to just sit and listen? When Goldens especially just want to play and run around.
Exactly. Again, the Canine Good Citizen test really helps them with that. We work on some behaviors and manners related to self-control and how fun that can be.
That's fantastic. Now, we've got some like Buddy over here. Buddy just wants to play. That's all Buddy wants to do.
Buddy wants to party.
Hey, Buddy.
Buddy says, I live to party.
You want to play, don't you? You want to play so bad.
I want to party.
And Buddy's a younger dog, and is Buddy just getting into this?
Yes.
So, can you take a dog who's a little rambunctious and really teach him manners?
Absolutely. Buddy went to puppy class and did great in puppy class. But we help Buddy with his self-control because it's tough.
And we don't have any here today, but you will deal with trouble dogs, dogs that have issues.
Doggies with issues. We call it reactive dog class.
Okay, excellent. They got a frisbee class coming up August 5th to teach dogs how to catch a frisbee or teach the owners how to throw it properly.
Exactly.
We're doing nose work. The nose is the key in the next half hour.
I could use some nose work.
You could use one of those manners classes, too.
True.
Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charley Belcher, coming to you from Clearwater this morning from the New Dawn Animal Behavior Center. Ann is a certified nosework instructor, only one in Pinellas County.
Yes.
There's only a few in the state of Florida.
Only 3 in the state of Florida right
There you
now.
go, and she's one of them. We're going to bring out Daisy and Julia, and they're going to get right to work. There is something hidden in one of those boxes or cones or buckets. And at Julia, oh, there you go, and Daisy's off. Tell me, how do you teach this, and why do you teach this, Ann?
Daisy knows exactly what she's doing. A third of a dog's brain is taken up with smell. So this is just a really fun game sport class.
And yay!
Yay for Daisy.
Daisy, man, she really worked that.
Daisy's super fast. She's a pretty advanced dog. Julia's been doing this for a while, but a third of a dog's brain is taken up with smell, so it only makes sense to do games and classes that are just focused on their sense of smell.
Hey, Julia, nice job with little Daisy. Well done. All right, we're going to try to bring in another dog and see how many we can do here while we talk about this. But what's the purpose? Obviously, we know why police departments and... Here, let the next... All right, next contestant, come on in. We know why police departments and TSA and those sorts of people want to have dogs that can do this, but why do it for fun or socially or leisurely like this?
Definitely for the mental stimulation. It's a great way to give your dog mental stimulation and let a dog be perfectly a dog. I mean, obviously they smell everywhere, all over the walks and everywhere, so this is just a fun way to put smell into a fun game. It's great for building confidence in a shy dog, building focus in a hyper dog. It's got a lot of benefits, building kind of a resistance to frustration for dogs that kind of get a little upset when they get frustrated. So it's got a lot of good benefits. And it's just a fun sport with your dog.
I was going to say, it is kind of fun, and you can even train them
Nice job, Millie.
You can train them to sniff out different smells.
Right, we're doing birch right now. So the essential oil birch is on just a couple Q-tips and a container in that box.
Oh, the Dalmatian, poor little deaf Dalmatian named Dottie. But she doesn't need her ears. All right, go Dottie, let's see if you can do your stuff here.
No, that sense of smell is so powerful. I mean, it's 440,000 times better than ours. I mean, it's bigger than we can imagine.
I love that when they put them off the leash and the dog just kind of goes around. And,
yeah.
I mean, and obviously, you know, it's no rocket science here. The dog smells, and it sniffs around until it smells something that it knows.
Exactly. And the odor's everywhere. Obviously, the birch is in the air, and it's everywhere. So she's finding that strongest source of the odor, and then as she goes on to a competition, which we host here, she will alert.
Yay.
Eventually, the hide will be blind. Mom will have no idea where, and she didn't have any idea there. Her dog will tell her it's right here, and she'll reward.
Perfect.
So
and you said you do competitions. I mean, it's a fun.
Yep. We hosted the first ever in Florida ORT, or odor recognition test, and we're going to have another one of those this year. Perfect. The first trial in Florida will be in the first quarter of next year.
And thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And open the door, let all the dogs
you.
come in. It's New Dawn Animal Behavior Center. We'll put the information up at myfoxtampabay.com. And I tell you, everything from manners to getting the best out of your dog's nose, Ann can do it. Russell, it's a second smartest Ann of the morning.
There's that. There is that. Hey, see you later. That was fun today.